Hello, I'm Pat Wilson with Iowa Support Master. I'm going to show you how to basically prepare a Form 1 using Iowa Support Master with just the very basics. One of the most important things about Iowa Support Master when you start it up is to make sure you're using the current version. And we always recommend that you look here in the screen, and the screen may change over time, but down here, this is actually October 28 of 2010 that was updated. And there's a slider bar that tells you the updates throughout the year and the changes that are made. And always, as always, our contact information is located under the About button with our toll-free phone numbers and our email addresses. But starting out with the program, first thing you want to do is use this screen over here, and you can click the various entry fields where you would enter in the parents' names and type in the name of your client. And then we'll just advance forward. The best way to do this is to just go in a logical sequence. We'll use a basic wage earner income for the parties. We'll put in $30,000 for the non-custodial, and we'll put in, say, $25,000 for the custodial parent. And back here under parent names, you'll see there's a quick configuration feature here that will help you configure who's the petitioner, who's the respondent. So you can tell, let's just say we're representing the petitioner, Terry is the petitioner, Lynn's the respondent. So we'll leave that the way it is. If you want to change that, all you have to do is change the way you represent the petitioner respondent, or you can change who is the petitioner respondent here, and it flip-flops the parties. So let's go ahead and leave it the way it is. So we have our income entered in, and right away you'll notice as soon as you enter the income of the parties, the program immediately calculates what the child support amount would be and what the cash medical support amount would be. In this particular case, we don't have any qualified additional dependents. And under tax information, the program defaults. It gives the the custodial parent 1 and the non-custodial 0. In our case, let's just say we have 2 children we're going to be dealing with, and we'll go ahead and give each party 1, and their filing status will be the same since we're going to work on a joint custody primary care with one of the parties. And so other deductions, this we'll come back and talk about. Let's go to number of children for support, and we have 2 children. Notice that the child support changes immediately. As you select 1, and we'll select 2, program changes automatically. So we'll go back to other deductions. Here's where you would enter union dues, mandatory pension for the parties. These are the features of the program that the child support guidelines allows a deduction for the parties to take. If you can't enter it here, then the guidelines don't allow for it. In this particular case, let's just say that the parties have health insurance available for the children at no cost. You can just check the button right there, and it automatically takes that out of the program, and there's zeros for cash medical. But if it's unchecked, it goes ahead and shows the cash medical. Now you're going to see there's a little question mark showing up. Anytime you see a question mark, there's a help feature there. So all you have to do is click on that, and a little instructional screen will pop up, or a help feature will pop up and explain these various things to you. So in this particular case, let's just say the health insurance is available at no cost, so we'll shut off cash medical. You'll notice right away that this changes over here. This changes the support amount. And the reason why it does that is when the health insurance is available at no cost, health insurance isn't a deduction against the party's income, whereas cash medical support is. So when we check this and this party has to pay cash medical support, that's actually reflects a deduction against that party's income. So we'll go ahead and remove that. Child support is $664 under our scenario here, and that's with entering no other information other than that there are 2 children and giving each party 1. And you might notice that you can change this to 2 and change this party to 0, and the program automatically gives you what the numbers would be. Now there's another alternative here to determine how best to claim the children, and that's under the analysis page, which is something you should always check and print before you produce a Form 1 so you can examine the analysis page. Here it shows you non-custodial parent is Terry, custodial parent is Lynn. It shows you what their incomes are. It shows you their exemptions. Again, keep in mind we gave each party 1 child, so you're showing 2 personal for each party. and then filing status shows up, and you can see the income tax liability, FICA liabilities, and then all of your other deductions that are allowed here. And then it shows you down here the combined net income, and calculates support, and it shows the support amount. It shows proportional share of income here, what each party's share of the combined net monthly income is. And then down here, this is a nifty feature of the program when a party receives a yearly bonus, and you want to calculate what the child support, what portion of that would be child support, so you can put in your decree that one of the parties is going to receive, say, a $10,000 annual bonus, or you can just say the non-custodial parent will receive a $10,000 or an annual bonus, and therefore the child support as a percentage of the gross income. Let's say the bonus is $10,000. 26.59% of the non-custodial parent's gross income is the child support amount. So you would say that in the event the non-custodial parent receives a $10,000 or receives a year-end bonus, 26.59% of that should be applied as child support and paid over to the custodial parent. And then you see the overview of cash medical support calculations here. And we're showing there's not been an override of these features. And then down here, effects of claiming the children's tax dependents. The program will actually do the calculations for you and tell you what's the best alternative in your particular situation. And then warnings down here. It shows cash medical support has been turned off. Well, we did that because health insurance is available at no cost, and there's no unusual information. If this were, for example, a notch effect case, you would get a warning down here that tells you that a small change would affect the child support amount. So there we've done a basic calculation, and you may want to indicate the employer's name, and you do that right here, non-custodial parents check, so you say ABC Corporation, and in our case we've already entered in the income. We'll add to the list below, hit return, and we can hit return and go back, and now when we pull up our Form 1, you'll see that for Lynn, which we didn't indicate an employer, that would show up right there. And there's the Form 1, and we'll scroll down to Terry, and you'll see ABC Corp right there, and their income. And we go down to the third page, and you'll see that cost of health insurance has been overridden at 0, and there's our child support calculation in the program, and it tells you what that party should be paying. And that's how you do a basic child support calculation. Thank you.